What do we have, honey?
You have
Oh, coffee if we wish.
coffee and tea or cocoa.
Anything we want, just as we're waiting for them to arrive. It's about
And
almost
then
3 o'clock.
sweets.
Sweets for my beautiful, sweet lady.
It's fabulous. This place is just fabulous.
Yeah, it's 297 miles.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred. How long have you been here?
So we bought this in 2005 and we were guests here just like you guys, and we spent several nights here and found out the owners wanted to sell it, so we worked out a deal.
Wow. Wonderful.
Well, it's just breathtaking.
No, thank you. Thank you.
We thought we'd just settle in for a moment and then drive
Sure.
up the road a piece to Columbia to mess around to
Oh,
see what it's
sure.
like.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have many guests the next 2 days, or
I don't think too many. It's been kind of warm, so it's the
they
hottest.
stay away?
Yeah, hottest time of the year here, but it's still not too bad.
This is called the Herbert Hoover room. His aunt stayed here, and Herbert Hoover stayed at this bed and breakfast 3 times. He and his wife Ann. In the room they have unbelievable antique furniture. They have an old dresser and another dresser over here that has a
there's
big
the TV.
big TV, and then the Singer sewing machine, and the Fox typewriter that Dashiell Hammett used to type on, or similar, and that's not his. Then there is a closet with built-ins, and the room comes with robes for you to use.
Then there is light.
And they have extra pillows, and then they have a really interesting bathroom. It comes with a hairdryer, thank goodness, but it's limited counter space because
Okay.
they didn't use it the way we do nowadays. But it has, as I said, really important things.
Oh,
then-
wow.
Isn't that neat? They have really done such little things to make it a special place. Candies around, coffee around,
That's
and
really
breakfast
neat.
is promptly at 9 o'clock. Isn't this lovely? Nice patio.
Oh, yeah. A little warm right now. Tomorrow will be 85. Be 85 during the day and 59 or something like that. Cools down to that. Should be nice.
Copper ceiling.
This is a little different pace for you guys up here, huh?
Yes.
Is Truvy okay? It says Gustavia. Okay, great.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. Thank you.
Oh, and would either of you like some orange juice? Okay.
Oh.
There you go. This is our poached Bosch pear.
Beautiful.
Wow. Poached, botched.
Bosch pear.
Bosch pear, yes.
And it's filled with a vanilla bean cream inside, and then garnished with raspberry coulis around and a mint leaf for you guys. So when you cut into it, you'll see that vanilla cream.
I've never had anything like this. A poached Bosch pear with vanilla in the middle with a raspberry sauce. It's just delicious. Okay.
I've never had anything like this either. I read a review of this bed and breakfast, and they gave this place 10 stars. 10, not 5, and I can understand why. Yummy.
So this is our made with love berry pancakes because of our little love hearts. And there's a berry syrup there for you also. And then the eggs are herbes de Provence, which are an herbed scrambled egg. And then we have a nice turkey sausage.
Wow.
Okay.
We're going to indulge.
Beautiful.
The eggs are also garnished with some basil, feta, and a chive. So, okay, enjoy.
Thank you very
Bon
much.
appetit.
Thank you, Denise.
Would you like more orange juice?
Yes, I would also.
Would you like some?
Yes.
And you're doing okay on your tea?
Yes.
Okay, great.
This is exquisite.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're gonna enjoy it.
Thank you. This place is unbelievable. Got a lot of pictures, got a lot of videos. We did a lot of stuff. It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
We just are getting ready for a breakfast like
Delicious breakfast.
we probably have never had. This is Rhonda, and
good morning.
she owns this boutique hotel, and she's going to describe what this parfait is.
It is. It's a royal parfait, and it has 4 different kinds of organic berries with cherry yogurt and homemade granola.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Thank
Bon
you.
appetit.
That was bomb.
So we have been at the Knowles Hill Boutique Hotel, Sonora, California, and we've had a fantastic time.
So we're having a made with love hollow bread French toast with cinnamon sauce and toasted almonds, and then the eggs are free range from our chickens, and they are scrambled with herbes de Provence, fresh basil, some feta, a little chive, and the sausage is turkey polska kielbasa, and there's no pork.
Okay, Rhonda's husband is a collector of Rolls-Royce vehicles, and she's going to describe this vehicle and a few others. Guys, you're not going to believe this, but you need to because it's the truth. Rhonda, go for it.
He collects them, but he primarily restores them for himself, but other clients. So he's been doing this for a very long time, and his grandfather was one of the original founders of the Horseless Carriage Club, and that was a big deal because there were 17 men that sought to preserve these cars that were being trashed in the 50s and the 60s. And so that's where it really started. And then his father was heavily involved in restoration. And then at about the age of 6, he started making parts on lathes and being with his family. And then he really loved this whole craft. And they had a Silver Ghost, Phantom 1s, Phantom 2s, Phantom 3s in their collection when his father bought them in the 50s and 60s when they were scrapping them for some for $200 or trades or different things. So I'll show you that. But this is one of Fred's restorations. That's a 1914 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost Labradette, which is a French-bodied skiff, and it's a true skiff because there are no doors. So you would step on this step plate and throw your leg over, and that's how you entered this car. And this car has over 3,000 copper rivets. It goes 85 miles an hour on the freeway. Technology was way ahead of its time. There's cruise control on the steering column. You can adjust the spark. You can adjust the throttle. It even has a lever that you press, and it sends lubrication to every single working part of the chassis by one press of a lever.
Oh, wow.
Really, really amazing. So when somebody says it's a Rolls Royce or something, they're talking about this era, just really ahead of its time. So this is how Fred acquired the car, which was in a frame that was in a bog in England, And then 4 years later, it became this magnificent car. And this picture will show you how the car was originally, because Rolls-Royce kept all the records. So it's all stamped with the chassis number and the French bodybuilder, Henri Labradette. And then this is a picture of it at the Hyatt at Pebble Beach when it showed. So, and then subsequently it sold, because it was one of the cars that we did for an auction, and it sold, and it went to a gentleman in Amsterdam, and it sold sight unseen at auction. Gavel went down and it rolled away, and never saw it again.
Oh my
It
God.
just came up for sale for the very first time.
What did it sell for?
That was back in the day, 1.1. But it was, remember, four-year restoration. 2 men shared the cost, and then an investor in that. So, but it was,
Wow.
it was, amazing. And then I'll show you these real quick. This is owned by Sam Mann. He is a really wonderful, avid car collector, but this is one of his favorite cars. So that's a Silver Ghost, really beautiful model. And you can see it, this restoration that Fred did on this car was only a 2-year restoration, because most of it was intact. Everything was intact. But really beautiful car. That's at Pebble Beach. That's riding over the ramp. And then this is another one of Fred's restorations. It's a 1914 Silver Ghost, and this was actually built for the British ambassador to Berlin, but then it was confiscated by Kaiser Wilhelm during the war, which I think pretty much everything was. But this car came over from Sweden, and Fred did a full restoration on it. The owner came in the summers and helped him, and she was in her 80s, and she had this restored on behalf of her husband. It was his dream, but when he passed away, she didn't want to give up his dream, so she restored the car. And she even had the color match to his favorite dress on her, which I think is so beautiful. So we got to know the Swedes really well. They're a wonderful family. And then this car, this is a later model. This is a 1934. This is a car that my husband was brought home from the hospital in when he was born. And then our son, our oldest son, he actually passed away unexpectedly a few years ago,
Oh, sorry
at
about
the age
that.
of 16, but he was brought home from the hospital in this car too. So it had incredible history. Tyrone Power owned this car. You'll see TP1. My father-in-law used to drive it from Idlewild to the mountains above Palm Springs, all the way to USC to do his doctoral study every single day. That's what he commuted in. So pretty amazing history. We actually ended up selling this car, which was really hard for the family. It was a prize collection car,
Sure.
but it was to help our kids try to find a cure for what we were helping them with. But
Wonderful.
anyway, never miss an opportunity to ride in a Rolls Royce, right?
Right. And your husband Fred has a restoration business here.
About a mile away.
Wow.
Which you're welcome to come see if you'd like. He can
Oh.
show you anytime.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you.
Here you go, honey. You're beautiful. Yes, you both are so beautiful.